What is up, cool kids? My name is Gavin. I'm that cool trainer back at you again for something a little different. I decided to do a little set video, just a fun set that I think I've played around with Showdown quite a bit with it, and I really like it. It's really, it's really hit or miss. It's really hacksy, which I'm normally not a fan of, but this requires a lot of setup, a lot of strategy, so I like it. And basically, it revolves around these two Pokemon right here. So let's take a look. First up, we have Chansey. Physically defensive. 252 HP, 252 defense, plus defense, minus special attack, 4 attack. And I'll tell you why that is in just a second. Right now, actually. Because you see the moveset, pretty standard, minus Rock Slide. Rock Slide has a 30% chance to flinch. With Serene Grace, that chance is doubled. So there's now a 60% chance to flinch the opponent, if, obviously, you go first. Soft Boiled, Toxic Protect, pretty obvious. Eviolite, pretty standard. Then we go to Oranguru. Inner Focus, so we cannot be flinched, so we can't be faked out. So we can't be faked out first turn. Citrus Berry, because I like having that better than Mental Herb, because in my experience, I've ran into more people doubling into the Oranguru slot than leading a Taunter and taunting it. Telepathy is also a really good ability if you're going for moves like Earthquake, but in this scenario, I like Inner Focus. So we have Instruct, Trick Room, Toxic, and Psychic. Normally, I run Protect instead of Toxic, but again, in this specific scenario, Toxic is really necessary. We have full HP, 4 defense, full special defense, calm nature. Rest of the team, pretty standard. Assault Vest, Gramble, Play Rough, Close Combat, Crunch, Rock Slide. Everybody on this team, except for Oranguru and Magnezone, have Rock Slide. This is a very, very flinch heavy, very haxy heavy team. Full HP, full attack, 4 special defense. Intimidate ability, Adamant Nature. Physically defensive Magnezone, Thunderbolt Protect, Substitute Toxic, Leftovers, full HP, full defense, 4 special attack. Elements is a little different here too. Normally people run Fast Special Sweeper. Like 4 HP or defense or special defense, modest or timid nature, full special defense. I cannot speak. Full special attack, full speed. Instead, I run modest with Protect, Flamethrower, Draco Meteor, Rock Slide with full special attack, full HP. Make it quite a bit more bulky. We will not outspeed some things that we normally would, obviously, but I like having the added bulk, especially on a Trick Room team, where in this case we will not outspeed certain things like bulky Garchomp. In Trick Room, we will outspeed, and like I said, this team is totally centered around getting the Trick Room up, so that's really necessary. And we have the Dragonium Z to hit anything except for fairies as hard as possible. Then we have Golem. Choice Band, Galvanize with Return, Explosion, Rock Slide, Brick Break, full HP, full attack, 4 special defense, Adamant Nature. So, here's the strat, because it's really obviously a Rock Slide from a Chansey, especially with it being split damage, is doing 1 HP to anything. Even like maybe 2 HP for super effective. So turn 1, you Toxic. You Toxic with Chansey, you Toxic with Oranguru. Unless you have a dire need to get that Trick Room up now, you Toxic both first turn. Turn 2, you Protect or Soft Boiled Chansey, whichever one. If you took a lot of damage first turn, you can either Protect or Soft Boiled. If you think you're going to live, Soft Boiled. And Trick Room with Oranguru. Turn 3. It's really important that you get the Toxic up before the Trick Room, because you want the Trick Room around as long as possible, so you can get the Rock Slide Flinch shenanigans going on. So turn 3, you... let's look at their speeds. Chansey's speed is 64. Orangru's speed is 65. So, Chansey will be just slower without the Trick Room, so it will be just faster with the Trick Room. So we Rock Slide with Chansey, instruct Chansey to Rock Slide again. So let's do some math here. If there's a 60% flinch chance, there's a 40% chance for them to not flinch, and that is each time Chansey uses the Rock Slide. So 0.4 times 0.4 is 0.16. So there's a 16% chance of them not flinching. So that is, if I'm right, that is an 84% flinch chance, provided it hits both targets. And they don't, barring an inner focus or something like that. Really, really negligible damage. That's doing at most 5% to anything. That's where the Toxic comes in. If you don't have the Toxic up, this whole strategy goes out the window. But with the Toxic, it's really hacksy, really cheesy, and I like it a lot. So let's test it out. Alright, so we had some sound issues. And video issues. We had some issues. So this is an interesting team. We're gonna lead our Chansey Oranguru anyway. And then for you, you're probably physical. Based on having these two, I'd say you're physical. So I'm liking Bramble. Actually, I'm liking Salamence because of the Arcanine. I'm liking Salamence. Actually, because of you, I do like Bramble. So I'm gonna both. That is a good lead for us. So we're going to Toxic. And although you probably have Roar, so I'm going to go for the Toxic on both. So the Arcanine is probably going to Roar us out. So we see the Dazzling Gleam. See, the Arcanine goes for the Burnout. Not going to do it. So we probably should have gone for the Trick Room right there. But it's part of the strat. So we are going to Soft Boil. Actually, I'm going to go for the Protect. We're going to go for the Trick Room. Because maybe a Thunderbolt? Maybe a Thunderbolt E-Speed might do it to Oranguru. So they go for the Thunderbolt on the Chansey. Z-move, Inferno Overdrive onto the Oranguru, not stab, not going to pick up the knockout. So we are in business, boys and girls. So, we Rock Slide, we Instruct. We land both targets, we Instruct, we land both targets again. So, we see one flinch, we see two flinches. That's what this is about. That right there is what this strategy is about. Getting flinches, make it so they can't do squat. Toxic does its stuff. So they recall, change the terrain, not a problem. We flinch. We flinch in that Tapu Koko. So, we're gonna Rock Slide. We're gonna Toxic the Lele. We're gonna outspeed the Lele because we're in Trick Room. And we're going to get the Toxic up. Hopefully we can get the flinch either way. Tapu Koko's down to Toxic this turn. So hopefully we get that flinch. Missed the Toxic. I've missed more Toxic today than... Okay, we get the flinch on the Koko. So I mean, that's okay. So this is the last turn of Trick Room. And we have gotten rid of one threat, really hurt another. So I cannot complain about what's going on right here. You know what, since we have the priority, do I want a Soft Boil or do I want to, you know what, I'm showing off the strat, so I'm going for the Rock Slide. And I'm going to go for the Toxic on the, who do I have in the back? Rock Slide. We can handle the Guzzlord, so I'm liking the Toxic on the Lele. So Guzzlord's slower, but doesn't pick up the knockout. We missed the Lele with the Rock Slide. That is the one downside, is random 90% accurate moves that miss. And it's ridiculous. We're going to protect... No, we're going to soft blow. We're going to soft blow Chansey. We're going to go for the Trick Room, because why not? So they go for the Chansey. Get the special attack drop. So he does finish with the Dark Pulse on Oranguru. So special attacking you. Okay. So we're Salt Vest. So this thing's gonna eat this Play Rough. Chansey's basically useless now. We can go for the Toxic in case. I'm just gonna go for the Protect. Toxic Stall. So we're gonna Play Rough the Guzzlord. It's probably gonna switch out into the Arcanine. Hey, what if he knows what's good for it? Even though he does have the Beast Boost, he doesn't switch out. He goes for the Nature's Madness. Interesting. So that thing is gone. So that first half is really what this strategy is about. We are going to switch out Chansey for Salamence. We're going to Crunch. Now we're going to Rock Slide. So he gets the crit. I think we would have lived that. Alright, Chansey, it's all up to you. Those Fire Blast and Burn Up. Interesting. Alright, so this turn I can Protect. And now we Toxic Stall. This is also what Chansey does. I said it was useless. I lied a little bit. We Toxic Stall. It was like, how many flinches did we get that game? Alright, we got 1 flinch, 2 flinch, 3 flinch. Would have had 4 likely if they hadn't switched out the Arcanine. We get the flinch on tap, but we get 4 flinches. One on, I think all of them were on the tap because but I think we flinched the Arcanine once. And we're gonna Protect, Toxic Stall, same old drill. Speed. That's a really interesting moveset on that Arcanine. But there you have it. It's really cheeky. Takes a lot of prep. Takes a lot of luck to pull off. But once you get it set up, it is a fantastic strat. Really hacks heavy. Really Pokemon heavy. Pokemon is all about hacks. All about the luck that you may or may not have, depending on how much Arceus loves you that day. Anyway, little special update, something I've thought was really fun to try. You can try that strat with Ice Beam. You can try that strat with Thunderbolt, pick up some paralysis. Anything with secondary effect. If you need some special D-drops, if your team's really specially offensive, and you're worried about some bulkier special Pokemon like P2, you can give it Psychic. It'll do a little bit more damage than the Rock Slide, but it'll have 20% chance, more than that actually, for the special D drop. So we'll have there's a 36% chance for a special D drop on an instructed Serene Grace. Any move that lowers special defense like Psychic, Shadow Ball. I don't think Chansey gets Earth Power, but I mean it's a thing. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and or subscribe, and until next time, smell you later.